rescind the weapons ban and certainly not detract from the fact that we want to protect our employees, we want to protect the public. Still keep the other things in effect that we've talked about coming into one entrance. Especially having deputies on site so that they can walk the building, they can visit apartments, they can check up on people, and then secure it at night before they go home. Do you have any other thoughts or?
Yeah, I mean, this was all hammered out last week, was where I was coming from. I mean, I totally didn't expect this, and then I even talked with you that we should put this off, because on the radio you said, like, one of the things we did wrong was, not giving appropriate notice or what have you, so, enough notice, so that's why I was saying we should try to do it down the road, so we can give people more
I don't
notice.
remember saying that. What are you referring to?
Just a phone call that I had with you. Cause you said we had to talk about this today, and I said, well, we shouldn't, because you just got off the radio, and I just indicated.
Oh, I thought I said I made that comment on the radio.
No, you just got off the radio saying that you had, one of the things we could have done better is got a lot more public input before rushing into the. And I'm just saying, I just mean, like, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish here. I mean, if this is just I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. I wasn't expecting this.
I will say that I intend to rescind the weapons ban.
Well, absolutely.
And then approach it on basically how we got there, and then go forward with ways we could protect our people and
Well, and that's what I was.
revisit any other options that we have.
Yeah, you don't, and that's what I guess where I was at, is that we don't have any other options, so all of that was done. And then it's just a matter of, which I still agree, doesn't mean that you can't take certain steps, but that was, the brainstorming or what have you, but then that was where we were talking about doing, giving the time public on that as far as what they want, employees, what they want, what we can do and what we don't wanna do, so, again,
So, when you counseled us that we could do it legally, did you talk with Sam? Did you consult with Shane that we also talked with, or how did that come about?
Shane.
Because it was my feeling that we voted because of the input that we got.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, please correct me.
I told you could, cause and that was the recommendation from my office, so if you need that.
Well, I think the most important thing is to realize that we, under the preemptive statute, we don't have, if I'm correct, we don't have authority to do this. So I would suggest, and I guess I'd move to repeal the ban that we put on weapons in the courthouse and review what steps we can take now to further secure the building, secure our people and the public, but repeal the ban and the motion.
Second.
Any other discussion?
No, I appreciate the email over the weekend, or the heads up, and I appreciate that. Again, we all thought we had that permission and that okay legal wise, and if we didn't, then that's not what, Art and I tease each other all the time, and this is in part of the discussion, that we can't hear everything the way it was said, so, if that's my fault, then I apologize for voting for it, so.
It's not, and that's what
Yeah.
like I said, the bottom line, you need somebody to point a finger to, yeah, we said that, but.
I'm fine.
No, I'll take responsibility too, absolutely.
Well, but I'm just saying, I think there was a reason we got there, which is usually what we do, which is going backwards at things, which is we were looking at trying to shut the doors down, that's what we've been looking at for about 10 years.
Yeah.
It's just how do you confine the building to one? That's what we were always focused on, and then when you finally focused on that, we got the budget for, you know, we were already at that point.
Yeah.
And then it was almost the last thing we said, is like, yeah, you could take care of your own buildings.
Right, and we were trying to get ready for the new fiscal year.
Right.
I get that. Yeah. Okay, so we have a motion, all in favor?
Aye.
So we had a few other things that we were talking about that maybe we ought to bring up now then for security in the courthouse. Some of the things we talked about at lunch was, the concern of after-hours access. And I think the concern is employees are concerned that maybe we don't trust them, or it may affect their work. And one of the things that we had talked about earlier was that, you know, we all come in at some point to get something we forget, to work, prepare for meetings, that type of thing. So one of the things that we were talking about was that have the elected officials write off or authorize their personnel to have extra access, and then have the commissioner sign off on that as well. My question is